Yeah, the Christian music guys. Make some noise for the Christian music guys.
We are spotlighting a band you need on your radar, fronted by lead singer, songwriter, and guitarist Jaren, alongside her sister Jade on electric violin and vocals. The band Jaren is bringing a bold, fresh sound to Christian music. From Carnegie Hall performances to multiple music awards, these sisters have already made waves, and since 2022, they've been touring nationwide, headlining festivals, packing out Christmas tours, named artists to watch by CCM Magazine and Today's Christian Entertainment. They're quickly becoming one of the defining voices in Christian music. Their brand new single, Poetic, is out now. Let's welcome to the show the band Jaren. Thank you, ladies, so much for chatting.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. So I was on your all's social media and saw that you guys love sports and that you played sports, I guess, growing up and probably still do. But I was wondering, what in the world is traveling basketball?
Well, travel basketball is just like kind of like touring, but for basketball. And yeah, we would just travel like 2 to 4 hours to do tournaments. So we would go.
Oh, okay.
I think the farthest we went was like Kentucky, and we're from Michigan, so like 4 or 5 states away, like in that kind of parameter. And then we would go. My dad was actually my travel coach for 5-6 years. And we would travel, we'd play basketball, and we'd win some and we'd lose some, and it was great.
Yeah. Do you guys have favorite teams for basketball?
Honestly, I don't want to watch a ton of sports anymore, but we did like watching just March Madness a lot, and we were Michigan fans, Michigan and Michigan State. We'd watch a lot.
Mostly Blue fans. Go Blue is what we should say as U of M fans, but yes.
So I'm originally from Louisville, and so my team is the Cardinals, and so.
Nice. Where are you located now?
Well, I live in Florida currently, but yeah, my home state is Kentucky. So.
Okay, very nice. What part of Florida are you out of?
Right outside of Orlando.
Oh, that's nice. That's fun.
We love Orlando.
Yeah, it's very busy.
A lot of traffic.
It's always busy. Yeah. Well, go ahead and just tell us about yourselves and why did you guys get started singing Christian music?
Yeah, it's kind of a long story. So we'll get cracking. My name is Jade.
I'm Jaren.
And we are sisters, as we mentioned, and we make up the beginnings of the band Jaren. And if you just want to give your piece and rundown, and then I'll chime in when I come into the picture.
So yeah, we grew up in a Christian home and in Flushing, Michigan, a small town called Flushing, and our parents were like our Sunday school teachers, so we kind of knew the Lord. We knew Jesus our whole entire lives, but really took our faith into our own hands over the past 5 years, maybe. And we grew up with music just in our household. Our mom, she played piano through college, and then our dad, he kind of liked to sing and songwrite like here and there for my mom, and would write songs and play the guitar for her. And when we were 5 years old, my mom started us on the keys, on piano, learning classical music. And then soon after that, I started guitar when I was 6. She started violin when she was 6. I started writing when I was 7. And then we've just been doing that since. I felt very, very strongly by the age of 13 that God was calling both of us to music, but didn't think it was going to be together. We played together a lot just for fun.
Sure.
We would busk on the streets and do that gig. But we ended up parting ways and going different directions. I moved to Nashville at 17 during COVID, and I wanted to pursue more of a pop secular career and shine the light of Christ in that area, but didn't ask the Lord if it was his will or not. I just assumed it was. And so I did that for a period of time. it was not God's will. God made that very clear, very fast, thankfully.
Right.
And then he told me very specifically, I took 3 months sabbatical, like from music and just to pray. And he told me very clearly, you are to go into Christian contemporary music, which I kind of had been avoiding because I kind of thought it was cheesy because all my friends did. And yeah, he really was like, no, this is what I have for you, and you're gonna bring wandering hearts into the kingdom through Christian music, in which I couldn't wrap my mind around at the time. But anyways, long story. I ended up going into Christian music. My management team at the time is like, what if you had all girls as your band? I was like, that would be amazing if you could find them. They find 2 girls. We have a rehearsal. It goes great. I'm like, we need 1 more person. And that's when I asked Jade.
And that's when I come into the picture and say no. Because originally I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to be in a girl band. That's good. I don't play guitar. I don't play piano. I'm happy with my violin. Because at the age of 12, I committed to the violin. And that's where Carnegie Hall came into play, because I got to perform there at the age of 13. I was aspiring to become a solo classical violinist. And to be able to do something like that, you have to practice about 2 to 4 hours a day. You're supposed to practice 4 to 6, 8 hours a day, but I only did 2 to 4 hours a day because the Lord knew I wasn't actually going to be doing that. But so it's all good. But I, at the time, was like, no, I'm not doing that, because I had spent my entire childhood, it felt like, going to do this. And she's coughing.
Sorry.
But I was ready to become this solo classical violinist and go to Juilliard and go to New York and travel the world for that. And that was my dream during the time. So when she asked, I said no. But then I really prayed about it, and I went to the Word, and the Lord sent me to a passage in Luke in the Bible in chapter 13 about the parable of the barren fig tree, which basically just stated that it was about a master and then a man, and the man wanted to cut down this tree. Like, very much so. He was like, we're cutting down the tree. And the master was like, no, do not cut down the tree. Wait 6 months to a year. Put some manure around it, soil it up, and let it grow. And see
just say poop. Just say poo-poo.
Poo-poo. Put some poo-poo around it. And so then it was like, if there's fruit, then let the tree keep growing. But if there isn't, cut the tree down. And so for me, that was very clear that I could join the band for the next 6 months to a year. It wouldn't derail me too much from my original path, and that I would just see what the fruit was. And ever since then, we've been together and we've been making music, because it was very evident that the Lord's hand has been over this, and just the fruit that we have seen has just been remarkable. And he really saved me from myself, because back with the whole violin, classical violin, I was very much motivated by competition. And so that was just doomed for disaster. So now the Lord has given me an outlet to be able to use my violin, but to be able to play for him and to also lead other people to Jesus and use it as a gift. So I'm very thankful for that.
It's good. So, okay. So when I listen to your all's music, here's some sounds that I get, and I want to ask you about your all's musical influence, people you grew up listening to that you continue to. But when I hear you guys, I hear old school Barlow Girl, Super Chick, and also some Tommy Prophet. You got cinematic style, and then the violin just brings me to Lindsey Sterling, and I was like, that would be cool if you guys connected with her, because I believe that she's a believer. But that would be cool.
That would be sick.
That would be cool.
Yes.
She could dance. She could teach me how to dance. How to swing by my hair and go around. That would be sick.
Yeah, we love all of those. It's kind of funny because Barlow Girl and Super Chick were introduced to us after we started the band. We're a little bit on the younger side. So Barlow Girl's number one, Never Alone, went, I think it was like 16 weeks straight, number one in 2004, which was the year I was born. So she wasn't there yet. And I was
jamming out in the
just a baby. But so they were a little bit before our time. But since we formed the band, everybody's like, you got to listen to Barlow Girl. So we've definitely been listening to them a lot and studying them, and Super Chick, and they're awesome. Just such amazing rocker chicks that we look up to a lot. And also, Jade, you definitely grew up on
Yeah,
Lindsey
a lot
Sterling.
of Lindsey Sterling.
Yeah.
Definitely anybody who knew anything about the violin back when I played it, it was always Lindsey Sterling. And I had a handful of the books. I tried to dance around and play when I was younger. It was fun.
Yeah.
I think I just did like Hallelujah. I played that on our Christmas tour.
Yeah, it
I
was
played
Lindsey
the song
Sterling.
Hallelujah, rendition done by Lindsey
Mhm.
Sterling. So yeah, she's
Yeah.
definitely got a big influence.
And
on-
Tommy Prophet too. Like, we love him.
Yeah.
I was like in one of his master classes when I was really young, like 15 or 16 years old.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, definitely have looked up to his like arrangements, and just like it's just so beautiful. But like
Yeah.
I guess growing up we did listen to a lot of the Christian radio
Mhm.
and Casting Crowns, Mercy Me, Big Daddy Weave, that vibe.
Classic.
But also a lot of like Disney stars. Like that was our
Mhm.
main what we listened to, like Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus, Hannah Montana vibes,
Right.
Selena Gomez, you know. But yeah, those are some of our inspirations.
Yeah. Now I saw online where Barlow Girl is making a comeback, so that'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be a
know.
know.
cool collab. Hit us
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get in. Let's talk about your latest single, "Poetic," which came out a few months ago, back in the fall. Tell us about that single.
Yeah, so Poetic, it was so funny because the first several years of the band, I was the main songwriter for us because Jade was still living up in Michigan trying to finish high school, whatever, you know, school. No, I'm just
Go to school.
No, I'm just joking. Go to school, very
School
important.
is good.
But she was still a little baby back then, and finishing school up in Michigan, and so I was writing for us. But once she finished high school, she moved down here. Our whole family did, and the very first professional writing room she was in was for Poetic, and we wrote it with Mitch Wong and Austin Davis, which are just some amazing songwriters, producers. And so it was our very first writing room ever, and I was like, this is not fair. I've been writing
Good friends with
life.
Mitch. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're so good.
And they're just like so
They're so
talented.
nice too.
And I just remember just meeting Mitch, and he has like the Aussie accent, and I was like, whoa, that's awesome. And you're half Asian like us. That's so cool. And anyways, he is Asian like us. But so we definitely connected with them very quickly, and I think the song was originally going to be called Hectic. We were just thinking about like the craziness of life, and just like Jade was doing school full time. Like I just finished college like a month ago, but at the time I was doing school full time as well, like college. A lot of the time I was working as well as like trying to tour a ton. So life just seemed very hectic, and also trying to have friends at the same time. It was hard to fit everything in, but the Lord just he's so good because he can really just slow it all down, because he truly is the center of our lives, and he can make hectic things poetic. And Jade was in the writing room with us, and she was looking up rhymes for hectic, and poetic came up, and we were like, hey, that's actually better. Let's go with that. And it also kind of just exemplified like Jesus on the cross. That was just like the most horrific scene, and just him being disfigured and just beaten to death. That's just such a hectic scene, but God turned it for the good of everyone, you know.
Sure.
And made it beautiful and made it poetic, and which the bridge of the song kind of embodies. So that's what Poetic is kind of about.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, ladies, this is a fan-based podcast, and so we will have listeners write into their favorite artists, and we had a fan question for you all. Her name is Franny from New Hampshire, and she's wanting to know the story behind this song, "Fill the Streets."
Oh. Yes.
In sync.
I
Yes.
guess.
Hi, Granny.
Hi, Granny.
Well, I wasn't there when it was written.
I guess I can.
Oh.
So you can talk about it again. Yeah.
This was like the very first original song that we had written. And at the time, I had first moved to Nashville, and I got quickly a part of this ministry called Fireplace, where we literally go on the street of Broadway. So here in Nashville, we have the main strip of all the neon lights and bars, and music's
Mhm.
going crazy and everyone's partying. It's called Broadway. And so every Friday night we go out in this ministry and we minister to the people who are partying, whether they like it or not, really. No, actually, most of them like it. They appreciate it. But we go down, we pray with people, we spread the gospel, we see just miracles and healings and like just crazy things happening. Like I probably have seen like 100 people come to Christ like on this street because we are going down, and it's all like kids my age going down to do that. And so when I first became a part of that ministry, I was just so intimidated, and I was like, what is happening? Why am I here? I actually was invited 3 times to go before I actually went, because street evangelism just seemed so scary, and I had never heard of anything. I'm like, these Nashvillians are crazy. But I went, and it really changed my life, and it strengthened my faith so much, because every single person around me loved Jesus like more than I did, which was such a privilege and an honor to be around, and really just pushed me in my faith. And so when it came to fill the streets, that's kind of what inspired that song, like to fill the streets with the light of Christ and to just be bold. Like God just loves boldness, and when we overcome our fear of man, to honestly like just spread Jesus, and like that can change somebody's eternity, is overcoming your fear and being bold. And I think that's what Fill the Streets was about. Like we've been silent for too long, just intimidated by the world, by our fear. And that song is just to encourage you to overcome being afraid for the glory of Jesus.
Yeah. Well, so I am I come from 5, and I'm the favorite of the group, and so my other 2 brothers are not here to fend for themselves, but we're going to do a thing called Most Likely To, since you all are sisters. And so,
Nice.
who is most likely to get the crowd hyped without even trying?
Ooh.
That's
like our keys player.
I would say probably you.
Yeah, probably me.
With her
I'm a little more
violin.
mobile.
Yeah, a little bit more mobile with the electric
I get
violin.
the clapping going.
What about who is the planner of the group? Have you guys?
She is, because she has to be.
Who is most likely to be late to everything?
We're both not the best.
We've gotten better though.
We have gotten better.
We have like
Probably, I feel like I've been showing up earlier than you lately.
Yeah,
Just lately.
That's probably true.
Just likely. Within the last 2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
What about suggest the wildest creative idea that actually worked?
Ooh, that's honestly like our drummer.
I would say probably
you,
because
she's pretty creative.
She's pretty critical too. She'll like shoot me down so quick, but at least I get to throw
But
it out
then
there.
sometimes though she'll come up with an idea and I'm like, that's really good, and she's like, oh my gosh, and then we're like, we hit gold. Thank you, Lord. But yeah, definitely her.
Who's the most likely to talk the other one into doing something slightly unhinged on tour?
Probably me over
Yeah.
you.
Prankster?
Probably
Yeah, I'd be like, let's go to Walmart.
Go to
That's
Walmart.
Hank's boss.
That's not a hinge. Well, there was one time that she was walking around Walmart with a plunger, and she was just flipping it up in the air. Just so
I was
high.
just gonna give this story, but I was like, I probably shouldn't. So.
Who's most likely to steal the other's clothes
Oh,
or shoes?
I steal her
she
clothes.
steals my clothes now. When
Does that aggravate you?
it does, but it's always like the Lord's testing me today when she walks out in my new shirt. But it's okay.
Not today,
She's got
Satan.
so many clothes, she doesn't even know they're gone.
That's
Yeah.
what she says. That's how she justifies her thievery.
Who's most likely to laugh at the wrong moment?
Probably me. Definitely me.
She gets this nervous laugh. Like, if there's any emergency, she'll start laughing. And I'm like calling the ambulance or something, and she's just like cracking up. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. They're dying. Or not actually.
Literally dying.
They're
Like,
passing out.
I've had roommates pass out that I have to like call an ambulance or something bad is happening, and she's just laughing in the corner. I'm like, dude, stop.
It's just a bad response. It's a coping mechanism.
Oh, that is funny. Well, we're going to do something else. Our viewers and listeners like this for our first time guest called Favorite Things. So I'm just going to give you guys a word and you tell me your favorite thing in that category. Sound good?
Oh wow,
This is fun.
I like this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, we just have fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
What do you have a favorite food?
I love bread.
I like bread and I like steak.
I'm a carb
Okay.
girl.
4.5 years. That is the first bread answer for
What?
favorite food. I will say that's good.
Bread, team bread.
I love
Comment
bread.
down below.
So my son, he loves. Y'all ever been to Publix before?
Yeah.
So yeah, they have them there in Tennessee. So sometimes he's like, "Dad, can we just go to Publix and I get a loaf of the French bread?" I'm like, "Sure." And like,
Exactly.
we'll go and he'll just sit there and just eat a whole loaf of bread.
That's me too. I love
Yeah,
bread,
we
bread
love
and butter,
bread.
bread and oil, cheesy bread, non bread.
Hey, my favorite bread restaurants is Carrabba's. They have the best bread.
Yeah.
And then Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse has the best rolls.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
go ahead and bring 3 or 4 baskets, okay?
She's like crying over here.
Now, people think I'm weird, but I love to dip my bread in their ranch. Texas Roadhouse's ranch.
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
That's
It's a
good.
game,
I like
it's a
bread
game
and ranch.
changer. It's revival right there. Yeah, you gotta try
I'm doing that next time. Trust.
it. Do you all have a favorite movie?
I love Inception, honestly.
Okay.
That one's intense.
It's about dreams though. Like I have insane dreams every night. So I just
She does.
love the idea of dreams within dreams.
Stop eating that weird candy bar before you go to bed.
Yeah, it's probably my melatonin.
It is definitely the melatonin.
Oh, what's your
Um,
favorite movie?
Man, there's so many good movies. I've always liked La La Land because of the music. I just love the music. It's so pretty. Sad
Yeah.
story, very sad. But if you just like stop it before it gets to the end, then it's happy ending.
Just like Titanic. Just stop it
There
right
you
before
go.
they all just drown.
That's right.
Do y'all have a favorite show that you like to watch?
House of David is my
Oh, yeah, we've been
ultimate
watching that.
favorite show now. I
Okay.
love it so much.
Yeah.
She did get me hooked on House of David also. We've always watched Friends. Our
Yeah.
parents really liked Friends. So we'll put that on in the background
As
sometimes.
we go to sleep.
Yeah, when we go to sleep. White
Yeah,
noise.
Do you all have a favorite musical artist of all time?
Of all time.
Probably not. I can't pick just one.
I won't pick just one.
But
either.
what-
Jesus.
I've got two favorite worship artists right now. There's really 3. But I love Jeremy Riddle,
Mhm.
Jesus Image Worship, and Stephanie Gretzinger, which they're
Yeah.
not like super duper like on the radio all the time, but I
Right.
love their music so much. I
Yeah.
listen to them nonstop.
I like
Yeah,
them.
she's good. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy or Jason. Jeremy Riddle? Yeah, his voice is great.
Jeremy
Have
Riddle.
y'all ever heard of Jason Upton?
Yes, but I don't know them very well.
Okay.
Wait, no, but
Jo-
about them. I'll have to listen.
Yeah. Do y'all have a dream collab? Lindsey Sterling.
Lindsay
Teach me to
Sterling.
dance.
Probably Forrest Frank.
Oh, yeah.
We love him.
He's pretty cool.
Very much.
I saw him the other day. Yeah, he's just making lemonade, you know.
Yeah.
That's right. That's probably his favorite drink.
Yeah.
Favorite food is lemons.
Do y'all have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh.
Bear claw.
Interesting. Mine really depends on the day. I really like soft serve though. Like I feel like you can't go wrong with like twist with some sprinkles. Lots of sprinkles. I love sprinkles.
Your sister, she's just like, it's good. Do y'all have a favorite podcast or favorite audiobook?
Obviously, this
Ooh.
one.
Oh, sure.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh. We're not huge podcast
I guess the
audio.
Bible. I'll just listen to the Bible sometimes.
Listen to the Bible. I've been listening a lot to like short videos of what's it called? Not masterclass. What's it called? Mix with the Masters, and they're kind of like the top producers, and they all kind of break down how they like produced out these hit songs. So I'll be exercising on the treadmill. I'll watch those, but we're not huge audio podcast fans.
Yeah.
Besides the Bible.
Oh yeah, the Bible Project.
The Bible
They're
Project.
cool. I'll listen to their podcast.
Yeah. Well, what is up next for you all, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you all?
There's a lot of different ways you can keep up with us. We're on all the social platforms and all of the listening platforms. So if you go there and you type in the band Jaren, and it's Karen with a J, Jaren, then you'll find us there, and just hit that follow button and press that play button. And you can like DM us and we'll DM you back, and you can respond to comments, and I respond to every single one. So
comments. DMs are a little
I
iffy.
respond.
But if you comment, we'll respond.
Especially if
on
like
Instagram.
it just went up, like a video just went up. If you comment, I will be right there. So do that for sure. And keep a lookout for any shows that we have, because we do have a lot of one-off shows coming up throughout the year, just off in random states at random times. And hopefully a summer tour. So just keep
Now,
it
what
up.
about any? I know y'all have done a few, but it is end of January, so you know we could start decorating after Valentine's Day. But Christmas music, any Christmas music coming up for 2026?
Wow.
I love Christmas though.
I just wrote one this past Christmas. So I was like, this could be
Maybe.
pretty good. Maybe for Phil Wickham, though. I was thinking Phil could sing it.
Phil, if you're listening, we have a song for you.
But
No.
as
Hopefully.
of right now, we don't have any Christmas music planned. But the year is still young, so it's still early in the year, so that could change. I think we love Christmas.
Yeah. Well, to wrap up, I'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help build our viewers and listeners' faith.
She's looking at me, so I'm first. For me, I feel like it's been continuing to learn surrender to the Lord, which I think we're all constantly learning, and we're all constantly doing that every single day, because it's not just a one-time thing. It's a daily surrender to the Lord. And so I feel like constantly surrendering to him, to his will, and also knowing that he knows best. And so knowing that in that surrender that I am able to get the best what is for me, because I can get pretty anxious sometimes and pretty worried about the future, what the plans hold, or what I'm supposed to do or what I'm not supposed to do. And I can get caught up in the little details. So just continuing to surrender to the Lord and just trusting him in his plans, I feel like is just always something good that we can continue to practice.
Yeah, that's good.
That was hard for me to say, I guess. Man.
You're good at cracking jokes. It's okay.
Thank you.
Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I would just say something that I've been working on with the Lord is just growing closer. And so I guess this is for anyone that's really like, I feel like I'm at this threshold that I've hit like a ceiling with God. How do I get deeper in my relationship with Him? And something that I've really been just working on is my relationship with the Lord in the secret place. And so when I say secret place, that literally just means like Matthew 6:6, like going in your room or in a closet, shutting the door behind you and just praying to your Father in secret, and He will hear you and reward you for those prayers that nobody else knows about. And so I have grown up just reading the Bible and just praying like every once in a while throughout the day, but really just taking time. Like Daniel in the Bible, he took 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, to just get on his knees and pray consistently. And I have found myself, I try to do that nowadays to just keep myself centered with the Lord. And in that secret place time, just looking at the Lord as if He's right in front of you and just talking with Him, praying, crying out to Him, reading your word with Him, but just like imagining as if you're talking to a friend, because you are talking to a friend. He is literally right there if you invite Him into that. And so the more time you spend with a person, the more you will know them, and that goes for any relationship. And so I would just encourage you that any time you spend with Jesus, it's never wasted. You will never regret spending hours of your time with Jesus. And even in the story with Mary and Martha, that's what He prefers. He prefers you sitting at His feet over you working for Him. And I think that's just how we grow deeper in our relationship, is just spending time with the Lord.
Yeah. Well, Jaren and Jade, thank you all so much for chatting with me. Your all's latest single, Poetic, is out now. And be looking for you guys for some shows this summer.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jacob.
They're the Christian music guys. Yeah, the Christian music guys.